man?
Hi,
Russ.
Jeremy.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Come on in.
All right.
I know Justin's around here somewhere. Hey, Justin!
Oh,
Whoa!
look at that.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
We're working on a Tim Allen gag
Yeah.
for the Santa Claus. Good to see you. Come on in. What's
right.
going on?
Well, not too much.
This is the Vegas Funhouse, and there's a lot. You're actually at a really good time because there's a couple pieces under construction that are being modified. Yeah, that's a pretty crazy thing.
Yeah.
A giant net web system, like a tight hammock, and here we'll show you everything.
The thing that always stands out about your little, I don't know what you'd call it, remodeling, is it always starts with you knocking a hole in something.
We knock a lot of holes. Here, I'll show you
Yeah.
a hole right now. Holes in the wall. So I used to be a magician.
Yeah.
So I love Orson Welles, and here's Lucille Ball doing a cool magic trick. But
Oh, wow.
we keep everything locked up tight. But if I open this one up, what do I keep in this one? I got it.
Oh, it's still going.
So that's what that does.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I'll keep them on the tour. If you wouldn't mind just putting all these back
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
that really help
How long
me
does
out.
that take?
So the fun thing is, when you have a house for play,
Yeah.
like we just kind of get to go, what ideas do we want to just do? So magician, and then I also collected coin-operated antiques.
Oh, yeah.
So like slot machines, jukeboxes, things like that.
Writer, yeah.
Well, what's so fun about them is they're actually mechanical in a way that you can't, like nobody really can repair a 1990s arcade thing because it's chips and good luck.
Right.
But these, it's kind of built like a sewing machine, so you can do all of that. I'll show you, every magician needs kind of its own Batman. Nothing is as it seems. As you can see right now, it's open. When it's not open, it's closed.
Wow.
And that, if we leave it open, then we can do a little bit of Indiana Jones sort of thing. And if we replace that, then actually this will end up unlocking and opening to, I have this little magic shop in here, which is kind of a fun thing. So there's all of these little magic tricks that you can do. Like I can take an orange and get rid of it, and then, comes back, stuff like that. It's just fun.
Ball,
Yeah, it's just fun magic tricks like that. Magicians hate when I reveal the secrets. But it's kind of a crazy thing of all. Oh wait, okay, hang on. Shoot. Okay.
Yo.
There's you have to find on the bookshelf To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Find that. And then
Zoom
pull
in
out
on it.
Yeah, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Kill a Mockingbird. You see To Kill a Mockingbird on there? You see it, James?
Yeah, he gets locked in there a bunch. Don't even worry about him in there. We'll keep going this way.
Wow.
So that's actually, this is going to have to be moved. I can't jump over that every time. I'll show you. So right now we're working on these robotic puppets.
Oh, wow.
So there's a bunch of servos in it. We got a special preview of this board called Bottango.
Yeah.
So Bottango's great, and this one is now going to store all of the content so that you can just do it remote. You don't have a laptop, anything plugged in. So we do all the programming on the laptop, and then these guys, overlooking that stage over there, there's a Muppet window, and they will heckle and do all of that. Yeah, so now I've got a voice cloning thing, so I can kind of use their voice and make them say whatever. The animations in Bottango, what's the guy's name? Evan. So it's great software. It's so easy to use because you have all of your servos on a map in kind of 3D world, and you can move them around and make them rotate and different things like that.
Wow.
We won't play the audio, but can we? Is it set to animate them right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we won't have the audio played, but. So they actually move around and do all of that, which is pretty amazing. And that's just with, so 4 servos, so side to side, and then head moves, but that gives you pretty great range of motions. And then the mouths are moving based off of
Pretty quiet.
decibels.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's what you hear right there.
Yeah.
That's the amount of noise that we're getting from the servos, which is
yeah.
pretty great
Right.
comparatively. So.
Wow.
So yeah, that's
so in the software. How does it represent? Like, is it just pinpoints, or does it actually look like your?
So you can model the whole thing.
You can. We didn't.
Yeah.
We just
Just whatever your basic.
We just
3D is,
put two servos in the grid so that I can go. You know,
Up,
one
down.
of the grids is total XY axis, so I can go all the way around. The other one's just side to side, so they can rotate this way, and then their body can kind of do.
So can my guess would be then that the software would have some limitations on how much actual possible movement there would be on the thing. So like, right?
To the servo stop.
Yeah. Okay. You do
Only
that.
to the servo stop, and so what I basically do.
Pull the fabric and
I throw the audio underneath it,
Uh-huh.
and then on each, so I can follow that waveform, and then hit a keyframe, and then just kind of
normal
move
key
it.
animation.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
so easy. It's a real kick. And then
Cool. We got
the only challenge really becomes with what do I want these guys to do?
Right.
So then we brainstorm for a little bit, and we're like, all right, well, they should say hello and talk trash to some of our guests who are there, and that sort of thing. So pretty fun. Disney, don't sue me.
Right.
And
they look just enough different.
another magic trick kind of thing. We're getting ready to put this flat screen television mounted onto a door so that we can cover the door in peepholes. And then anywhere you look through a peephole in the door, you'll see a different
Something's going on.
movie scene. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool.
Which is, so I'm a big fan of just crafts and builds that, not that it's easy, but that it is kind of creatively low tech. Right.
Other people could replicate it if they
wanted to. Like a safe in the wall. Pre-existing safe. Get a giant cardboard tube that goes into the bathroom shower, and ratchet strap it up, and then
check one less shower, and then
you will find in this house tour I've lost all closets in the house. I have no closets because they've all become different things. But at this bar, I want you to think of somebody who you haven't talked to on the phone in a long time. But if you were to hear their voice, you would recognize their voice. Don't say their name or anything, but there's no way I could know the person, right?
Okay, it's ringing. Should I answer it?
Yeah, it's not for me. I don't know.
Hello?
And he just got Rickrolled.
Demonetized too.
We won't play the Rickroll. But that's just
that's
a little remote. That was the hardest wiring job. Me and my friend Ryan, a guy named Ryan Stock, a sword swallower. We had to take that apart because we wanted to utilize the actual speaker in the phone. Which was the hard part, to wire into that. And then, so that phone isn't wired to any of the phones, but the rest of the phones in the house are wired together. So we've actually, in fact, here, I'll have you step foot into that phone booth there. This will be kind of interesting. Okay. I have another phone behind here.
Okay.
Close the door behind you. Don't answer the phone until it rings.
Okay.
Perfect. There, it's ringing. Hello. So keep listening to it. So right now he's hearing a clip from the fake movie from Home Alone. And I think it's Angels Without Souls.
Angels with Filthy Souls.
Angels with Filthy Souls. And listen.
That's awesome.
We wired electric firecrackers to the phone line.
Electric firecrackers.
Yeah, so that's something that haunted houses will use.
Really?
But the fun thing is, so all the phones go to a central hub. And that's like what an office building will use, you know, dial 9 to get out. But we never get out. We just put a Raspberry Pi back there.
Oh, okay.
And the Raspberry Pi can play different things. So that phone triggers that to play an audio cue, and then on the right timing, the electric firecrackers go off on another Wi-Fi outlet.
So this one, that phone over there, I know
That's a standalone.
When it lifted up, it's releasing it, and that's what's playing it.
Yes. So it's. I mean, look, we could talk 100 hours about all of the different things that, like, some of them are low tech.
Yeah.
This is just springs and fabric sleeves that launch out of the wall. Pretty fun. But then you get like that standalone phone.
Right.
That's just an audio box that's going to loop whenever power's connected. So phone goes up, power connects, it plays that, and then the ringer is on a remote. So it's two different things that aren't connected. Right. So the ringer, you know, things like that. I could talk endlessly about that. So you tell me how much or how little you want to know.
This is exactly the level
about
we like to
the
know.
different gags. So even over here, this is going to be a little bit of a maze because of the stuff we have out. A lot of the gags are just stupid. Like, I just wanted the world's only broom closet, so we just built a broom closet. Now, there's a maze over here, but you can see the toilet paper room in here. I never run out of toilet paper.
That's very cool, actually.
So
you do that in my house.
I encourage people. Some of the gags don't need any tech or any builds. Now, this is all craziness right here, but this was hanging in Jerry Lewis's house when he passed away.
Oh.
And we made it so that if you open it up, you can come around here.
Everything,
and we actually run things on cassette just for kicks. And everything here, so all of the microphones and everything, are all stored right in here. We were able to just knock out this whole thing, put in a rack, and then this rack mounted stuff, and then the stage is right here. So we run shows in here often. All right, work your way through all of the junk. We can saw you in half later. So let's see here. Oh, we didn't show you the marble there on the ceiling up there. Well, just because if you've got Marvel fans, we do have to show you this. It was the second most viewed TikTok of the whole year. This is a year or so ago, and it's right here.
Oh yeah.
And the fun thing is, if you get in just the right angle, right underneath it, then you'll actually see, come on over here, and you'll see that you can line up the light and it looks just like his chess piece. Now, we used to have an actual prop replica thing. It gave off no light. So then we replace it with this, and then the fun thing is when you get just the right picture like that, then you end up with a cool photo of exactly what it looks
awesome.
like, which is fun. And then the way I snuck out of that secret passageway is this. Just a lot of spring hinges, and that's Penn and Teller, some other fellow friends and pranksters.
Yeah, who also has a house that's
yes,
very modified.
Teller's been over here. I will show you Teller's favorite trick in the house that fooled him. And the trapdoor isn't in the house right now, because right now it's a foam pit.
Oh.
We have this modular room that can do a lot of different things. It can be a foam pit room, a trampoline room, a trapdoor room. Right now it's a foam pit room. But first, this is sitcom corner.
Oh wow.
So we've got over here. So we've got the actual
audio from.
Yeah. You're not going to hear any of this because we're not going to play this on the YouTube channel. But so we'll let that play out. If you peek into the peephole, you can see a fun thing. It's pretty hard to see on camera, but you can try.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
Pull it off. Pinch and drag it. See if that happens. Yeah, it's probably more for an eye.
Yeah.
Check it out.
So you can look in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We got Kramer in there, a little reverse peephole.
Yeah.
And this is the
cool
penny room.
Wow.
So
Oh, look at this.
50,000 pennies.
Penny Lane.
I laid down every one of these pennies by hand. We glued
Wow.
them all down, and then we epoxied over the top.
So it's just
of it.
resin on the top?
Yeah, the resin was the second part.
That's hard.
It was.
That's a lot too to do, and you flattened it.
Yeah, 3 coats of that. The first time when we laid the pennies,
Yeah.
that was a several million hit. That was a 100 million hit video.
Wow.
And then the epoxy going on top, same thing. Here, come over here. I'll show you something kind of cool. You're actually right by the phone, which is perfect. And if you step over there, you'll
this
see.
side?
Yeah, come over here. I want you to see. It's that picture right there of Mary Tyler. Yeah, you got to watch out. Those things will scare you. So this is on an electromagnet. I'm going to ruin some of the magic for you guys. We've got a lot of electromagnets
strong
in the
enough
house.
too.
So this is actually a slab of door, so that it makes that loud noise, and it hangs on by just a metal piece up here.
Yeah.
And then I've just got little remotes hidden all over the house. But electromagnets, mag locks, those sorts of things, those are the best. So yeah, we just.
Is that when you started?
That is when YouTube started. I started the following year.
did. That's right.
But YouTube just had me do a gag, which is why the wall is painted YouTube red in here. And we had something. But this will soon become a new gag with tinted glass. And we're going to wire up all of these lights to kill when this lights illuminate. And then you'll be able to see.
Ghost kind of.
Yeah. The hard part will be figuring out hardwired lights. Because it's very easy to wire Wi-Fi outlets.
Right.
And that's what we have wired to the phone. So
Yeah.
actually, if you dial a number in that,
Just
it will trigger, not right now because it's already been triggered.
Oh, it's already triggered.
But it will trigger.
Oh, then it'll go
this.
down. Oh.
So that way, some of these gags happen while I'm not in the house, which is always fun.
Wow.
And then the friend's door, this is the one that got Teller. So if you take a peek, so I'll have to just tell your viewers, when you look in,
wow.
you can see that I've replicated the whole set.
Diorama in there.
Yeah, I've got a whole thing. And then when you open the door, you see that it's not that at all.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a totally different room because behind the door, so now you'll be able to see.
Look at this. That is cool.
So the cool thing is it
Front
actually gives you a decent amount of, I don't know if the word's parallax or
parallax.
dimension from the peephole. So Teller was genuinely fooled. There's Captain America right up there.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
So I have a
Yeah.
tendency to put Marvel characters on
Yeah,
ceilings.
that's cool. The cat's real, right?
Yes. So then, the rule is like I said, I keep losing closets. I wanted to put a door
Wow.
inside of a door. I built this whole thing with thinking it was an original idea. And then my daughters are watching Alice in Wonderland, and I realize, oh my goodness, Alice opens up a door,
Smaller and smaller.
which gets another door,
Oh, yeah.
which gets another door.
Yeah.
And then this is another door, which finally goes to that safe. If I give it a little twirl, this guy opens up right here into the glow-in-the-dark room. And the cool thing about this is, if I have batteries in one of these, the cool thing about this is you can actually draw whatever you want on this thing. It's so the girls will actually take this and they'll just sit in here for an hour
Luminescent
and
paint.
just play. Yeah, so it's all just glow in the dark paint.
Yeah.
And we charge it up using a UV light. But if we turn off that light, then you really get a very cool glow sort of thing. So that was just utilizing an empty closet that wasn't being used, and now it's something interesting.
Wow.
Kind of cool.
Very interesting.
See if you go out there.
That's a little tricky for that.
So for the builders watching, this was actually a pretty easy build because I thought it would be more complicated. Door jambs inside of door jambs.
Right.
But actually, it's just a wood tunnel that within each 10-inch increment gets a little bit smaller.
Right. And since it's pointing out this way, you don't have to worry about interference.
Exactly. Now, if you are in there and the doors are closed, you're not getting out. So that's a problem. But we'll 2.0.
I've been there, right?
Some unfortunate house guests got locked in by my dad by accident. So, big inspiration was Prince.
Yeah.
I grew up in Minnesota, so he's a Minnesota boy.
Yeah. Do you also have a vault that has a bunch of stuff nobody will ever see?
My vault just has a glow in the dark light. But if you've ever toured his house, all of the fun stuff, like he had a diner in his house and a basketball court and all of this. Yeah. Whatever he could do so he never had to leave. Oh. And that's kind of the way I operate is how can I do all of my videos, all of the work from home? So I'm up at 5 a.m. and I just start and it's all fun. So this is a crazy new thing. You should take the ladder up and just peek up there.
You got it?
So it's all paracord. Yeah, we've had 20 adults up there at once.
Really?
All hanging out. Yep. Seriously,
Wow.
walk around. It's disconcerting at first.
Yeah, it's a
because you're like, this is high. This is crazy.
Yeah.
But we ripped open the walls. This isn't just in studs or something like that. We actually put in reinforced beams, 2 stories up, so that you could see everything. So then it's all lag bolted into the wall. We have a guy named Treenet Willy. Now usually usually he does this in the trees. But I said, could you do this in my house? I've got this big area. The original plan was actually to put kind of like a McDonald's play place tower in one of the rooms.
That's the feeling you get.
But then this ended up even cooler. Wow. So perfect. I know we're not as agile as my kids. My kids, they'll hang out up there. The only person who spends more time up there than my kids is my cat. He thinks that's for him.
It's like his favorite. Yeah, it's a giant cat tree.
So here you'll see some process of what's going on over here. A lot of craziness. You can see gags that maybe didn't last, like we've got Wiley Coyote popping through. This did not last. You can't have kids in a house like that.
Right.
This is one that's in progress right now, which will be, I wanted to build a door inside of a door.
Yeah,
So
I saw that the other day.
Yeah. I did 3 doors in one.
Yeah.
So it worked as a video.
Right.
Could not actually withstand use because, so this is only interesting for makers.
Yeah.
But essentially, when you cut out, so if you cut out a whole section of door and there's nothing down here, then all of this weight is going to pull that door in and it's never going to latch. Big problem. So then I'm like, all right, well then what sort of design can I create so that the door can have a little pocket sort of thing in it. So this doesn't make sense as is, but soon there will be a Disney frame that goes over here, a frame from a famous movie where this window is actually a window in the animated frame. So you'll be able to open it up and there'll be a Tinkerbell and a Peter Pan.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert.
We got it. Yeah.
And that'll be a whole thing. So
That's
that
the
is
hinge type that you got. Oh,
yeah, I'll show you.
See part of the problem.
So what's, again, this is only interesting for makers. You'll see crazy stuff. We built a teepee out of garland. That is a tree pea. But what we discovered as doing this, here's what we discovered.
Yeah.
This is a pretty tight pocket to be able to do. Now, if we hinged it here, then that would create a very small radius on which the angle is going.
Yeah.
So bigger angle, more friction here.
Right.
But the further out you put the hinges, the larger the radius, the larger the angle that it can come out, so it can come out more at a straight angle.
Right.
We learned this from our use with electromagnets, because when we first built our trap door, it wouldn't even hold 30 pounds. Because it's triggered by electromagnets holding it up.
Right.
We were creating a fulcrum and peeling that magnet away.
Right.
And luckily I have the tiniest background in physics to go, oh, I see. We have to increase that trajectory, the distance. So once we added a leaf, that added distance and turned the magnets perpendicular.
So where do you get?
Everything's just Home Depot.
Is it really?
This was not our choice hinge, but it's what they had.
Yeah.
And look, we got to get the video
How
done
do you get 3
today.
of them that support
Yeah,
it?
so we just go, all right, that'll work.
Okay.
This was a fun concept. I'd never seen this done before, and it was a fun idea. I wanted to child-proof a door,
Right.
and the way I did it is just like this, like this, like this.
Yeah.
You have to engage more than one, and it goes like that. And then inside there, you'll see this is the foam pit.
Yeah. So this
So-
is where the trapdoor used to be.
Yes, and these pads here, I built these out of just plywood, some foam, and then had them upholstered. There's brackets underneath that. So those brackets
Pretty well supported then.
Yes, well what's cool is those brackets will hold aluminum square tubing like this.
Yeah.
So then this will go and create the skeleton of a floor
Yeah.
all the way down with an opening for where we want the trap to go. So now our trap door is modular.
Really?
Whereas previously it was just a hole in the floor that
Yeah.
we hinged some doors on.
Right.
But now it's modular, so we can move that trap side to side, up or down.
How big is the mechanism on the trapdoor?
You'll see it in a second.
Oh, really?
It's just hanging out against a wall right now.
Oh, wow.
while we do all of this. And then underneath that is a trampoline that we had custom fitted by the company that Cirque du Soleil uses.
Really?
So
Wow.
it's actually a nice soft landing.
Yeah.
But I had 2 closets, 2 walk-in closets that were on top of each other, just by chance.
Yeah.
And I thought, if I remove the floor, then we've got a double-decker room. That's really interesting.
Yeah, that's true too.
So initially it was going to be, I could build like tubes and a play place
something tall.
to crawl in down there and then
Yeah.
come out up here. But then it became pretty fun to do just jumping out of this
Well, yeah.
into a trampoline or a foam pit or a trap door.
Wow.
So that is that. And we call this the Mormon door because you have to engage more than one. Now, this is a mess, but you'll just get a little preview.
There goes
It's
that.
okay. Now you got to watch out for that. We're painting right now Wicket. So this will be Glinda. And this is how terrible things look. This is how terrible things look in process.
Yeah.
It will get better.
Step by step.
Here, we'll go this way.
Okay.
Not as much interesting.
But at the same time, covering you've done something that started out as home art and things like this one here, right? But now you actually have a product.
Yeah,
Right?
thank you. Yes. So this is one of the first ones. Was my daughter had drawn on the wall, so we framed it in with Mickey to make it look like Mickey was painting it.
Uh-huh.
And this did, several 100 million views, and it was like, wow, that's really cool.
Wow.
So then I did more. I'll show you the Hulk, which is over here. So now we've got Bugs Bunny peeking at Lola Bunny, of course. I'm a big Space Jam fan, actually. So then the spray paint became so popular that I developed a product so kids could do it.
Yeah.
Because, look, I got no talent. This is just Mylar stencils, and my talent is just in lining them up, and then you get the cool image. So I
So how do you get the stencils?
So here, come on over here on this side, and you'll see that it's a pretty cool angle for Hulk to be punching out of the wall.
Right.
So this was smashing a hole in the wall, and then, or Hulk smashing a hole in the wall, and then painting this. So I've got a laser cutter downstairs.
Okay. Yeah.
And I get sheets of Mylar, and in Photoshop, I'm able to take an image that I like, and so this is from literally Etsy, where they have all the Cricut cutter sort of PNGs.
Yeah, I assumed that's what it was, like Cricut.
Yeah.
But you're doing it with a laser cutter?
Yeah, so I'm doing it with laser just because it has to be so big.
Yeah, that's true.
And then in Photoshop, we'll just color select each of the colors. The challenge is the bridges. So everything has to be an island. You can't have anything, and if it would create something, if it would create an island
little piece to hold it together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's different spots where you can see that there's slices that the laser cutter is holding that together.
Yeah.
But
Which laser cutter do you use?
That's a great question. Hey, Russ, We'll look at it later.
Okay.
So this is my DeLorean Back to the Future door.
Can't call it that anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Here, grab the door handle. Give it a pull. Stay back here though. You're going, give it a pull. Yeah, and then back away. And it
That is
actually
DeLorean.
it opens up just like a DeLorean.
Wow.
And the cool thing, so I'd never seen a door open like that. And so I took struts, like a trunk of a car, and just did that.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take you in there in a second, but first, another interesting door. This is my 1.0 version. So the next one will be, I stole that from the Mirage before they started.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a classic Las Vegas thing.
Yeah,
You stay in a hotel on the night that it closes, you can just kind of take whatever you want.
Quick tip for.
This is a doorknob door, so you have to decide which doorknob it works, and for me it's this one. And this is, again, also inspired by a movie, Home Alone 2, but this one's not attached to a staple gun. It'll actually open up the door like this. Now, we don't have the retraction method down just yet, but for now, I will show you because it's a pretty cool build.
Wow.
Come on in here, and you'll see
Wow.
that on the back side, so here, I'll show you as I reset this thing.
Is this the lights there?
Yeah, just cool video game lights. But essentially what I did is I made this out of just a simple gate hinge right here.
Okay.
And then there's a golf club weight, and that holds the doorknob tight. And then eyelets bring it all the way around to this. Now,
That's a simple.
Oh, very simple. The only thing I'm adding to this right now, because I don't have just quite enough pressure, so now it's locked, but the weight wants to pull on this gate hinge to bring it up and unlock it. So what I'm adding later today, I've got a spring that'll actually hold this down.
Oh yeah.
So that way it'll always want to lock, because right now it wants to open it like that. So maker problems, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I used to have a laundry chute. Yeah. Now it's an old-fashioned elevator, kind of inspired by Tower of Terror. And there's a fireman pole in here. So this is for real down to the laundry room. And my daughters, they don't use the stairs. They use this.
To head over to it and
For real. That's what they do.
Wow.
So I'm a big kid. Everything is, I've got all the Nerf guns and super soakers I wanted. Everything. All of the old toys from the 80s and 90s that I wanted. Right next to, this is actually one of the originals before they started demolishing pinball machines.
Really?
Yeah, so.
Demolishing them because they were illegal.
Yes.
Right?
There was that time where people thought pinball was gambling.
Yeah.
In fact, this skirted the gambling law in a really interesting way. So it's a little miniature slot machine, 3 reels, and they're all cigarette packs. But the way that they would get around gambling with this is this wasn't gambling, this was a purchase. Because every time you put in a penny, this would be full of gumballs, and it would give you a gumball. So it wasn't gambling.
Right.
It was a purchase of a gumball. But if you happened to get 3 in a row, you'd get a gold token and a free pack of cigarettes. There you go, kids. Now, sometimes this is not a brand sponsorship, but this is kind of the favorite thing. So here, stand in a place where you can see, because I'll show you. If you unlock this, there is what I think is the coolest room in the house. And go ahead, pop in there, and you'll see there's actually another hidden door in the mirror room.
Okay. Wow. It throws you off being in here. It almost feels like you're upside down or something.
And then that second door is right over here.
That is awesome.
And so this is, again, just speaks to how easy it is to do something where you just get some sticky backsplash.
So there's
and
multiple
go
on
crazy.
one piece.
So it's 12 by 12.
Okay.
And that allowed us to not be perfect in
works
how
so
we
good,
lined
though.
them up. And it just ends up as a crazy illusion.
Wow.
So this is the room that's in flux. We've wired up an operation a giant operation to the trapdoor before. My friend Ryan built that one as well. We've got, you know, things like that. You can actually go look inside the box if you want.
Okay.
And that's just, there's a lot of fun with just silliness. And then, of course, our other half is all the way up here.
So you can push them together and
Yeah, it's just
do
an
little
interesting nightstand thing. Now, what you'll see
that's fun.
here, this is the trap door.
Oh yeah.
Actually, so as you can see, it's just plywood and 2x4s.
Yeah.
Here's our electromagnets. We had to really experiment with the springs and all of that. What we learned was electromagnets not just to hold it closed and release,
Right.
but also electromagnets to hold it open.
Oh.
Because it only took a couple drops through to realize that those doors swing and hit you on the way back down.
Right.
So
this isn't a huge
no. So part of it is covered here.
Oh, okay.
So actually,
I got it.
that's the whole trap door right there.
Wow.
So that's the whole thing. That's it. The next thing we're gonna do.
To do the first couple times.
It was genuinely scary.
Yeah.
So here, I'll show you this. Here, you can go ahead and open up that door right there.
Okay.
Yep. And
wow.
What's happening? What did you? Oh my God.
Oh no, I broke it off.
It's breaking stuff in my house already. This one actually doesn't go there. It goes over here, and the
Whoa.
door opens up. Now this one is totally under construction. Previously, this was a Blockbuster video.
Oh yeah.
Now this will be a totally new room. We have not totally decided on what it's going to be.
I like the Blockbuster video
And
idea though.
So this was all shelving, and it had hundreds of VHS tapes and the actual Blockbuster sleeves behind it and everything. But this started getting demolished yesterday, and this will be a new secret passageway that loops back around out to here. So yeah, kind of a crazy maze of rooms.
Wow.
So, and then I think the final one, something that's got more views than anything, and we've done a lot of different things with it, is this, what you saw at the very beginning, which is an auto belay. So we went into the ceiling, put in a reinforced beam and wrapped it with chain, and took an auto belay like they have at a rock climbing wall.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's
something
cool.
that you can just rappel down
Yeah.
automatically, and that works with magnets. It's pretty crazy. And so right now we've put a Santa sack around it and all of this for the Santa Claus. And there's a chimney down on the stage, and I will go into the chimney just like the classic.
Oh
movies,
yeah.
the Santa Claus,
Yeah.
which is one of my favorite films.
Yeah.
So that's what that is right now. But just don't tell the insurance company that I have a gate that just opens up to
Let's people go.
nothing. It's a little bit crazy, but it's not even the most dangerous thing in the house.
Wow.
I've got you two-handed here, so first wrist in here,
Okay.
and then I tighten there and you hold on.
Yeah.
Second one is here,
Okay.
and I tighten there and you hold on.
Oh, wow.
Good, and you can hold on to the little Santa sack right there. And then, now here's the rule.
Okay.
Arms up in the air, because you're gonna hang from your own weight.
Okay.
And so you're going to be tempted to want to hold tight, but then you whoop and go like that. So just arms
Keep
up,
it up.
and you just step right off. Scary, scary stuff.
It is kind of scary.
It's weird, man.
Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, look at that.
That is really cool.
Isn't that crazy?
So tell me again. So you said chains and things wrapped around.
So
How does that-
there's a giant beam all the way in there, but it's like a 14-inch wheel that as soon as weight pulls on it, the magnet makes it so that no matter the weight,
Right.
up to 350 pounds, it'll fall at the same distance. Yes!
Excellent.
It's a crazy
That's
thing.
great. See, now you've done it. Now you do it.
You said earlier, I used to be
A magician.
Yeah.
But, I mean, everything that you've got going on in here, I mean, really, in all truth, when it comes down to building and creating. I mean, it's always how to make get from A to C kind of thing.
Magic informs all of my decisions.
Yeah.
So the way that a magician thinks is actually the way that a good maker ends up thinking. For example, if you want to make an elephant disappear, there's only a certain number of methods. No matter what you end up developing within these spaces, either the elephant goes somewhere, okay, or number two, the elephant is always there, but you can't see it.
Right.
Or number three, the elephant was never there.
Yeah. Okay.
And it just looked like it.
Right.
That's the only three methods. And then you pick one and you develop out where can the elephant go, or how can we make the elephant look like it was there, or how can we make the elephant look like it's not there.
Right.
That's it. And when you break things down to those levels, then you can kind of create interesting gags.
Right.
But instead of trying to fool the audience, most of the stuff now that I get to build is just, what's the fun thing that I want to happen? And movies and television shows and pop culture kind of are the main thing that I pull from. Like you bring up that Joker painting. Well, I just love that image.
Yeah.
And I just want to do something with that.
Yeah.
Now, in my job, actually, the most important thing isn't the working nature of the gag. In fact, a lot of times we'll take a hit in the gag being executed in real life for the video.
Right.
So the video is more important because that's my job.
Right.
I have to make it interesting to watch, oddly satisfying,
Right.
the process interesting. So more often than not, we really are thinking about what's the opening shot, and then how do we keep the viewer all the way through.
Right.
So makers have reached out to me and they go, "Hey, that video wasn't helpful at all. You
Right.
didn't show how
You
anything
didn't
was
teach
done."
us anything.
You're right. That's not my goal. That's not my
Right.
purpose. Not because I'm trying to keep a secret, but because I want to hit the widest audience possible.
Right.
So when I put the Muppets in the window and had them heckle me doing some gag, I didn't show any of the programming. I just go, here's two Muppets and here's what
Right.
they do.
Here, yeah.
And I could probably have a whole other channel that just shows the engineering behind a trap door or
Easily,
a secret door.
yeah.
Like the decoy door, the wall that turns into the door. That's my favorite invention I've ever ended up with, because the problem with secret doors is how do you hide hinges?
Right.
That's the hard part.
Wallpaper. You did it in that
No.
case, right? No? Oh.
That,
Because I didn't see a seam or anything either. I didn't
here's
notice
what's so great.
that. Uh-huh.
The hinges are out in the open. They're even frame molded in,
What?
but they're applied to the other
Oh,
door.
Yeah, okay.
Whoa, wait a
Right.
second. So
That's stationary.
I put a whole fake door in the wall
Right.
just for those hinges to be in plain sight.
Right.
And those hinges are applied to the wall, not to the door that's actually static.
Wow.
Now, good luck explaining this to my contractor buddy who helped me, cut and hang all of the stuff. Because I'm like, all right, so the door's gonna go here. And he's like, what does that open to? And I say, nothing, that doesn't open. But the wall goes here, and I need you to hinge the wall. Wait, what? Why is the wall the door? Yeah, the door is the wall.
Yeah.
And
You can't ever sell this house. You do realize that.
I don't think so. No. I certainly hope I die here.
You never pass that inspection.
Yeah, it's all
Like,
weird.
you don't have that many baths anymore.
We've added so many studs just because of the amount of times that we rip open. Like now we've gotten to the place where we rip open the wall, we do some sort of gag, and then I go, all right, and then we seal it up and we do it again.
Right.
So we keep some things precious, like Hulk.
Yeah.
That's a 500 million hit video, so that lives on the wall probably forever.
Yeah.
But then other things we've actually chainsawed out of the wall.
Wow.
And then keep at the warehouse. So I have a whole warehouse full of magic tricks and gags and paintings and different things. And the warehouse is just down the street in the industrial district here in Vegas. So it's one of the reasons.
Magician thing to have a warehouse of stuff.
Yes. Growing up, I know that Copperfield had a secret warehouse in Las Vegas, and I was like,
someday I want that.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty crazy to actually have that
Yeah.
and get to put all the secret, silly stuff there.
Yeah. Stuff you can't keep at the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've run out of space.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. I don't know what we're going to do. So,
Well, rewinding, I mean, so it was around the time of COVID, wasn't it, that you guys decided to start doing more of this kind of
used
stuff?
to travel full time and do shows.
Yeah.
And I would, different theaters, I performed in churches, casinos, all of these things. And that was my full-time job. And, March 2020 hits and everything goes away. And I started doing videos on the internet. Now, this was the first time also that I did a deep dive on the data side of it.
Okay.
Let me look at what's making people watch, because now I was making money from it. So, excuse me. So now I was making money from the videos. So, all right, what makes these videos successful?
Yeah.
And it was looking at watch time and engagement. And I had a horrible realization, which is nobody cares about magic tricks. And that's not an opinion. That is actual statistical analysis of what was happening.
Yeah.
You bring out a deck of cards, people couldn't swipe away fast enough from those sorts of things. And I understand why. Because in a magic trick, if you're watching through a screen, you don't know if it's real.
Right.
And by real, I mean, as a magician, I'm saying, not that it's supernatural.
Yeah.
Is it real, meaning magic and sleight of hand gimmickry interestingness, or fake in that it's a camera trick?
Right.
Okay. So that's a distinction that magicians often make. The public doesn't make that distinction, but it's there. Or is it an actor? Is that just a stooge, a plant, a fake actor? Then it's not interesting. Because if I read the mind of somebody I told what to say, that's not interesting. And they don't know any of those things with the screen between. In person, if I was to do mind reading right here, it's interesting.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
For them, maybe I told you what to say.
Right.
So that's a barrier to experiencing what magic is supposed to be. And then in addition, at the end of the trick, your life won't be any different as a viewer.
Right.
You're not going to learn anything. There's nothing to change your life.
It's just like
So all of those things motivate you to swipe away and move on to something that might change your life.
Right.
Which is why maker channels are successful, because we want to learn something that maybe we'll do.
Right.
Now, the truth is nobody's putting pennies on their floor or building a secret passageway in their house, most likely.
Right.
But it's like a cooking show. Maybe I will. I want to feel like it. So I watch Gordon Ramsay make a frittata, and I feel better because I'm never going to do it, but I want to know how.
Yeah.
So that's where everything moved, and that meant going away from magic. And I hung out in magic adjacent for a little while, puzzles and riddles and little bar bets and things.
Yeah.
But then very quickly it turned into something totally different. Sketch comedy and pranks. But the fun thing was the pranks always had kind of a builder mentality to them, a maker sort of thing of, how can I make this thing a miniature Rube Goldberg machine? And then I learned that the audience really needs to be able to understand it. So I had created this crazy Rube Goldberg machine of pulleys and triggers so that when you open a cabinet, it would set off this series of things to drop a big bag of flour and hit a flimsy water bottle full of whipped cream that would shoot it out at the punter, at the person. And this video failed. Nobody, because the viewer, the average person, could not understand what was happening. I thought it was brilliant. And so then you go, okay, let's focus more, like that stuff can be in there, but we actually have to make it for better or for worse, for the lowest common denominator. And then that ends up being how you make the content.
Well, the big thing, I mean, kind of like with our channel, there's plenty of maker channels out there and prop making and things like that. The issue that I had was most of them, they do an expensive tool, or they have something that's beyond what people feel like they'd be willing, like they do. Like I wanted something that would walk people across. You even said it earlier, like bringing it back a couple of steps.
Yes.
And the way that you're introducing things in a short amount of time, right?
Yes.
You probably started out with 30 seconds or 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And being able to this, then you do this, and then there's
Well,
this.
when you see me build something, you go, that guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Right. Just put a welt in the wall.
Yeah. And you know what? That is not wrong. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
And I'm oftentimes, while we're working on a gag, I'm YouTubing. I'm like, all right, how does this work? And I'm just learning as I go. I've become a drywall master with the amount of holes now that there is. And now you get to really grow your own skill set. And yeah, it's very cool, but I want it to be easy. And what we do here often is throw big parties. And I want people to be able to experience these things.
Yeah.
So I consulted once for a Disney experience. That was a really cool, so it was called The Void.
Oh, okay.
And this was a VR experience that was a part of, so it was in Disneyland. They had it in various spots. It's based out of Utah. The guy who heads it up, Curtis, brilliant magician who then went into tech and developed this thing. But the reason he brought in a team of magicians to consult because the restrictions of Disney was we need to be able to make this without moving parts. We don't want doors that could malfunction. We need people to be able to go through this experience. So essentially, and this is really interesting, you've got the VR headset on, you're wearing a whole vest, and the VR world is programmed and skinned to the real room that you're sitting in.
Right.
So if there's a chair in VR, you can sit in it.
Yeah.
You can touch things. So they did it with Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
They had one with Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was great. Now, they brought me in just to come up with different cool concepts and things. We developed some really cool stuff for them. He put me through an experience that never saw the light of day, but it was based off of a cool movie that I can't talk about, but maybe there was caves and archaeology and bullwhips. I don't know.
Right.
And so I am in this cave in the VR world, and to trigger a secret door, you take a torch out of the wall, and I went through, and I must have walked a quarter mile, and there was elevators seemingly where I went up and through a jungle and all of this, and then to end, I take that torch that's been lighting my way and I put it in, and the experience is done.
Wow.
And a couple hours later, we're at lunch, and I go, wait, did I put the torch exactly where it started? And he said, yes.
Oh.
And I was like, whoa. So actually I had been looping around the same 100 square foot area.
Right.
But to me, it felt like I was walking around, a quarter mile.
Wow.
It was really wild. So the interesting thing that I learned from that was digitally they were able to create the illusion of distance where for a Star Wars thing, and I can say this because it was out there and used at Disneyland in different places. You'd come up to a blast door, you could feel the wall, there's no getting through it.
Yeah.
And so then you'd take your gun and you'd go over and you'd shoot the panel, and then you'd go over and the door would open and you could walk through it. Okay, how did the door appear with no moving parts and nothing, no appearing doors?
Change in the headset?
Yes.
If you touched a different spot.
So essentially, you walk up to a wall and you feel the wall. Now, unbeknownst to you, there's a doorway just 3 feet over here.
Right.
Okay, that's interesting. You turn in the digital world and you shoot, and now digitally,
Reposition
that door gets repositioned over to where the door exists.
Wow.
Now it feels like the doorway has opened, and that's creating something just with static pieces.
Yeah.
So that has influenced all of these gags in how do I make them so that they're bulletproof.
Right.
I need my 4-year-old to be able to walk around and experience these gags, and I need, I need adults to be able to go around. And when I throw these parties, I need drunk adults to not
Nobody
break
getting
everything.
stuck in the door room.
Right. So there's been, look, we've not succeeded on all of them. Some people have gotten locked in different secret spaces in the house. I'm pretty sure the house is empty now. But so that's been a fun thing to realize.
You use solenoids that push each door open.
That's so like for the secret moving bookcase, there's a remote, and for a while there was a tilting picture frame that would open the door.
Oh yeah.
And again, my buddy Ryan Stock, this sword swallower, he's a brilliant guy. He figured out, well, you don't need an actual weight tech like an iPhone that knows which direction it is. He just put it on a pivot system. He put the button here, and then when you tilt, the button would push.
Right.
Like, it's not low tech because it's still an RF remote.
Right.
But it is low tech in how it's being triggered. And he did the same thing. For his own secret passageway in his house, he wanted the Batman bust sort of thing to be able to move it. So he just set the bust on a momentary switch so that whenever the bust lifts up, it triggers.
Yeah, circuit's closed.
Exactly. So it's things like that get really, really easy. I don't know if any of this is interesting to any of the makers.
This is our audience. It's 100% on it. Man, okay. So is there an end point? Do you see that? So there's going to be a point where I just run out of things.
So I don't see that. So I tell people, so oftentimes the question I get is, how do you be creative? How do you come up with all these ideas?
Right.
I think that the body really creates, it treats things as, if you treat it precious and you hold on to it tightly and you're like, this is my idea, then your body goes, we don't have a lot of that because we're treating it as precious. So then hold on to it. But if you just release it into the world and go crazy and go, yep, here's an idea, and you're generous with your ideas and you just spit them out, then your brain goes, oh, well, we're not treating this as precious. We must have an unlimited amount of that, and then it kind of creates from that space. That's truly the way that I think.
Yeah.
So I want to be generous with the ideas. I want to just put them out without thinking about it too much, knowing that there's other ideas right after that.
Yeah.
And so that's really the way that I create. And then also it's just remixing old ideas. Everything exists out there. So you just go, what would be cool is kind of the way that I think. So, I want a DeLorean that floats. All right. Yeah. So then you go, all right, well, I can't create a flying car.
What's in my world, first off?
What can I do? And then you go to the easiest thing that you can do, and then you build onto that.
Yeah.
So there's an old magic gag where in a photograph you could make it look like someone was floating.
Right.
And the way that you did that is there was iron buried in the ground going behind the leg of a guy and all this, and there was just an iron structure. So it looked like the person was floating, but really there was iron going all the way down to whatever was touching the ground.
Right.
So whether it was a person holding the woman's hand and she's floating away, there's iron all the way behind that. Okay, cool. So then I go, great. Well, let's build an iron rig so I can sit in the air. Let's get a cardboard cutout of a DeLorean, and then that iron will be covered by the flags that Doc Brown hangs out of the DeLorean.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds awesome.
Now suddenly we're in an interesting gag.
Right.
Because we've just taken it to what's the easiest thing that can happen.
Right.
And then you end up with something new.
Yeah.
And that's the way you create, I think.
I think a part of it for me has been going to the magic world, because I did a little bit of magic stuff.
Cool.
And my thought was I wanted to do it for other magicians.
Uh-huh.
So it's like you already have the structure of how the trick is typically get done. So now I just got to think of, if that person's thinking that it goes this way, I've got to do a deviation on it.
A lot of people think that it's the hardest to fool magicians. It's actually, in a lot of ways, easier to fool magicians.
Because they're assuming already.
Because they have a language that they have been trained in So you can use a very simple method on a magician
Right.
that won't actually fool a regular person,
Right.
but the magician isn't assuming simple.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Yeah.
Most magic that fools the regular audience, you just, when you see the trick, you go, well, certainly he wouldn't have gone to this length
Right.
in order to do it, but that's exactly what we've done.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is you got an audience. So like with our maker audience is different than some of the people that would be watching your shorts,
Yeah.
right? So on the flip side, like if I did a helter skelter trick, but I'm using thick green yarn instead, somebody that's a magician would be like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone else would be like, what's the? I don't see a difference.
I think it's interesting. I've always said when a layperson, a regular person, figures out 5% of the method, they go, "Oh, I'm not fooled.
Right.
He did
right.
this."
Yeah.
But when a magician knows 95% of the method, but they're missing just 5%, they go, "Totally fooled. Wow."
Yeah.
That's because magicians are always trying to just do that extra little 5%.
Yeah.
And that's what happens in Penn and Teller Fool Us oftentimes.
Yeah.
Is they go, "Look, we know how you did this. We know all
Use
of
all
these
the
things.
secret codes on what that means.
But geez, that one thing." They go, "We don't know how you had the paper folded up."
Yeah.
And where the lay public goes, "Well, I don't care how he had it folded up. It was, or whatever the bit is." So yeah, the magic world has, to me, the coolest methods. It's a great hobby for a little boy.
Yeah.
Because within magic is like a dozen other hobbies.
Yeah.
It's like being a Boy Scout. So you have to learn sewing, scripting, public speaking. Now you have to know video editing.
Comedy.
And you got to know comedy, carpentry,
Timing,
and physics,
Yeah.
geometry. All of these things are packed into this one stupid hobby in order to build a mirror box.
Yeah.
Or in order to do whatever. So that's a great basis. I'm way ahead of the game as being a content creator or YouTuber because I have access to chemicals and pyro and electronics and all of these different things that are usually used in a magic sense where the audience will never see them.
Right.
Well, I bring them out and I go, "Hey, look at this. You have a magic wand that can do this thing."
Yeah.
And that
Electronic firecrackers. That's one that you added to my.
Yes.
I gotta buy some stuff.
What you want to do, and this is a real note, go to Haunted House Supplies.
Okay.
So these websites for haunted house supplies, there's tons of gory stuff and masks and severed limbs, but then they also have hydraulic scissor launches. So they've taken what essentially would be a scissor lift, but they're like, "No, we want something to be able to lurch out 6 feet," and that exists. Or air canisters that will blow air.
Yeah.
Because they're looking, how can we scare people in the littlest amount of real estate?
Yeah.
And trigger it by remote or by motion sensor and things like that.
They've already done all the research and development stuff, so you don't have to worry about danger.
And you just go, "Oh, that's really interesting." So Haunts is a great place to look for interesting interactive gags.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. You are so awesome. We really appreciate you letting us come by and
it's my
check
pleasure.
things out.
Well, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'm just here by myself, setting off firecrackers alone. It's way more interesting for other people to get to experience it. So I always tell people, if you're ever in Las Vegas, reach out. You guys, we didn't know each other. You just reach out and you're like, "Hey, what do you think?" And I go, yeah, come on by.
Yeah.
So it's a kick.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Well, thanks again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and be sure to check out now and your products too. Those are at Walmart.
Walmart is the main place, but you can get them on Amazon now. Flo-magic is the kids stencil kit. This is a home run toy. Like I'm not just selling it for myself.
Right.
Like actually, my daughters, who are now 6 years old and 9 years old, they use it endlessly.
Wow.
Like it's their favorite thing. And so they'll just sit there, and it's cool because they have a little tray and the stencils, and they'll make whatever. And it's got a cool washable airbrush gun.
Yeah.
It's a kick.
Yeah.
So that's available out there. And then all my stuff is on YouTube or Instagram, TikTok and Facebook, wherever content goes.
Under
just my name, Justin Flom.
Yep.
And that's the place to see all the stuff. And most often we're doing daily videos. So there's stuff to see almost every day. And right now we're backlogged on, because we had to film all of our Christmas stuff. It's November right now.
Oh.
So we had to film all of our
You
Christmas
do a lot
stuff.
of pre-filming and then release.
Yeah. So here's the technical way that we do it is we go, all right, let's have a couple big projects running in the background.
Right.
Those are going to take a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So we're going to put a little bit of work into those every day, and then some smaller, easy projects, which we knock out in a day. And then if we layer those, then we end up with a good schedule. But there's like 10 big projects that are being filmed at the same time, just little by little. So today, I'll be able to finish the whole project of Wicked, painting both Alphaba and Glinda on Wicked.
Wow.
That's something I'll knock out today.
What are you sticking that to the wall with, by the way?
Great question. Krylon, if you could get back on this stupid Easy Tack, this is me just talking to a brand.
To krylon.
Easy Tack has changed their formula and it's trash now. I don't know what they did. I bought out the entire internet of Easy Tack.
Oh, I was about to say, go on eBay. You can usually get the old old paints
I have.
and everything. But no.
It's all gone. It went away for a year, and I had all of it, and then they've come back with a new formula that stinks.
Wow.
Gorilla Spray, Gorilla Tape, Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
Their spray's pretty good. Scotch has a pretty good adhesive spray.
Yeah.
But
you gotta be able to pull it off, plus now spray another layer that's not gonna.
yes.
Bubble and stuff.
So I don't have a good answer for you.
Okay.
What I'm using right now is permanent spray, and then just hoping that it doesn't do too much damage to my painting.
Yeah.
But that's another real thing, is like I'm constantly working with different chemicals and things to try and figure out what works and what doesn't work in terms of different things. So what we go through the most here is Gorilla Tape. That's just the best kind of tape, better than, and then gaff tape and that sort of thing.
Oh, gaff tape. Yeah.
A lot of that.